Interpretation of verse 240 of Surah Al-Baqarah. As Sati wrote, most of the interpreters of the Quran believed that this verse was annulled by the statement of the Almighty, "If any of you dies and leaves behind wives, then they must wait 4 months and 10 days." According to this interpretation, at first the widows were ordered to wait for a whole year, after which this injunction was annulled by the command to wait for 4 months and 10 days. According to these theologians, the annulling verse precedes the annulled verse only by its location in the Quran, but not by the time of revelation, because an obligatory condition for the annulment of a religious injunction is the later sending down of the annulment injunction. However, this opinion is not supported by reliable evidence. If you think about these two verses, it becomes clear that the most reliable is the opinion of theologians who believed that the previous verse commands a woman to wait for 4 months and 10 days without fail, while the verse we are discussing is an instruction to the relatives of the deceased who must let the widow live with them for a whole year so that she may be comforted and they may do good to their dead relative. This means that Allah Himself bequeathed to the relatives of the deceased husband to treat his widow well, provide her with everything necessary, and not expel the deceased husband from the house. If the widow wishes, she may stay in her late husband's house for a whole year. If she wishes, she can leave her husband's house at the end of mourning and also put on beautiful clothes and jewelry. At the same time, she is obliged to act in a worthy manner without transgressing the restrictions of religion and without violating customs. Interpretation of verse 243 of Surah Al-Baqarah. As Sati wrote, "Have you not heard the amazing story that happened to the sons of Israel, whose village was struck by a plague? They left their homes to escape death, but flight did not save them from death and did not help them escape what they feared. Allah determined for them a fate that was diametrically opposed to their desires and killed them all to one. However, later Allah had mercy on them and brought them back to life. Perhaps this happened due to the prayer of one of the prophets, as many believed interpreters of the Quran, but it may be that this happened for a different reason. In any case, the event that took place was the mercy and virtue of Allah, who never ceases to overshadow people with His mercy. This event obligated the sons of Israel to give thanks to Allah, recognize the mercy shown to them, and use it in order to win the favor of the Lord. However, most of the people did not thank Allah properly. This story shows that Allah is sovereign over all things. It describes a tangible sign confirming the veracity of the resurrection. This story was well known, and many of the sons of Israel passed it down from one generation to another, and therefore Allah Almighty presented it as an event that is well known to the people to whom the revelation was sent down.